my beautiful people. Welcome to today's video. If you've ever been curious about the deeper workings of the universe and how to align with its flow, you are in the right place. Today, we're diving into something incredibly powerful, the spiritual laws of the universe. I want you to sit tight, listen closely, get you a notebook and a pen, take notes. These laws act as guiding principles that shape everything around us. Whether you realize it or not, we're constantly interacting with them in our daily lives. So let's break them down in a simple way, in a practical way, so you can start tapping into these energies for more peace, purpose, and manifestation in your life. So let's get started. The first law today I'm going to talk about is the law of divine oneness. First up, we've got the law of divine oneness. Imagine that everything in the universe is connected to your thoughts. And I want you to keep in mind while as we're discussing these laws that you are the universe. Nothing outside is no outside system. You are the universe. And I'm going to spell it. It's Y-O-U. N-I-V-E-R-S-E. Universe means you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions are everything. Every little thing that happens, even if it seems small, has an impact on the bigger picture. So when we start understanding that we are linked, we realize how our personal energy can influence the world around us. It's like we're all part of this giant cosmic puzzle. Every piece matters, and every piece affects the whole. Think about a forest. Each tree is separate, but all are part of the same ecosystem, right? If one tree suffers from a disease, it affects the whole forest. Similarly, when we make a small positive change in our lives, like practicing kindness, speaking kind about ourselves, speaking blessings over our lives from the Bible, what God has to say about us, we impact the collective energy of our environment. For instance, helping someone in need can inspire them to pass it forward, right? Creating a ripple effect of positivity. So, if we want to live in harmony, we need to be mindful of the energy we're putting out because it's part of the bigger flow. Like I said, it's part of the bigger flow. This is where the idea of we're all in this together really comes to life. So you want to think about that. The law of vibration is the next one. This one is pretty powerful because it says that everything is in constant motion. I'm sorry. Think of it this way. Everything in the universe has a frequency, and I want you to keep in mind, and I want you to keep that in the forefront of your mind and write it down. The universe, the universe has a frequency, like a radio waves. You know how when you change the station, you get a totally different vibe, right? Well, the same thing happens with us. Our thoughts, feelings, and energy all emit a frequency that attracts similar energies. I'll repeat that. Our thoughts, feelings, and energy all emit a frequency that attracts similar energies. Consider this. Consider a tuning fork. When you strike one tuning fork, it emits a sound that causes nearby forks at the same frequency to vibrate. Similarly to that, when you hold a positive vibration in your mind, such as practicing gratitude, the things that you want, it attracts more positivity into your life. For example, someone might start their day by reflecting on one thing that they're thankful for. It could be just one thing. It could be for your health. Let's say your health. That's going to raise your vibration and lead you to encounter better health. You'll start feeling better in your body. You'll start feeling like your mind is open to positivity more. And then I want to use this example. Say like you're thankful for vibration that leads to like an opportunity or people who align with that positive energy, then you're constantly thinking positive or focusing on what you want. When you do that, your vibration is vibrating at a higher frequency, which then attracts similar positive energy. So, on the flip side of it, if you are stuck in a negative thought pattern, you might attract more negativity. Not that you might attract more negativity, you will attract more negativity. So your thought pattern has to stay on a high frequency level of positivity. Then all the negativity will vanish. So it's all about matching your energy to what you want to receive. Keep your mind focused on what you want to receive. Don't keep your mind focused on things you don't want to receive, because that frequency, that vibration, like a radio, is going to attract that to you. So make sure that your energy levels are high of what you want to receive. Very important. Moving on, we have the law of correspondence. This law says, as above, so below. It means that everything in the universe, from the micro, like your thoughts and your actions, to the macro, like the planets and the stars, follows the same pattern. What's happening inside of you is a reflection of what's happening outside of you. Think about how the weather outside can mirror your internal state. When you're feeling calm and you're at a peace, you might notice the weather is bright and sunny. However, when you're stressed and overwhelmed, the weather might feel cloudy or stormy. The idea is that our inner world reflects our outer world. So by cultivating peace and harmony inside, you attract a peaceful and harmonious environment. So when you start working on yourself, whether that's cultivating inner peace, clarity, or even being intentional about your goals, the external world begins to reflect that. It's like looking into a mirror. If you're reflecting positive vibes in that mirror, that's what you will see in life. If you are reflecting negative vibes in that mirror, that's what you'll see in your life. So make sure when you're looking in the mirror and you're being intentional and you want inner peace and you want clarity, make sure that you are on a positive vibe. So that way you'll see that in your life on the outside. Like I said, it always starts within. That's why my YouTube channel is called The Solving Within, because it's the truth. We make things so hard when they are really so simple. These universal laws are set. They're never going to change. So it's very important that we understand them, to know how they work, so we can attract the things in our lives that we want. Like they say, just like the law of gravity, we can't change that. It could be a good person. If they jump off of a building, they're going to fall. Nothing we can do about that. So that's the way we have to think about these laws. We have to um, work together with the laws of the universe. So important. And then we can't forget the famous law of attraction, y'all. This is what I've been talking about. I know you've heard so many people talk about the laws of attraction. It can be controversial. There's so many people out here that teach the laws of attraction. But like I said, everything is simple the way God set it up. And that's the most important thing. We can get knowledge of something, but the most important thing that we need to do is understand it. So this one is all about the idea that like attracts like. Ever heard of the phrase, you get what you give? Well, that's what this law is about. When you focus on what you want, whether it's love, success, health, or abundance, you start to attract those things into your life, right? But it's important to note that it's not just about wishing for something, it's about truly believing you deserve it and taking inspired action toward it. You have to know that you deserve something. We were all born on this universe. Well, we was all born with the blessings of wealth. We were all born into wealth, whether you believe that or not. You have to believe that. You have to believe that you deserve it. No matter what your situation looks like, no matter what somebody has told you, you have to believe what God has told you. And He plainly said that you were born into wealth. You deserve it. And taking inspired action towards that is so important. Imagine you're focused on finding, I'm going to say, um, I don't like to use finding a new job because I am an entrepreneur, but just to use something simple. And it can be even starting a business, however you want to look at it. Imagine you're focused on finding a new job. You begin to visualize success. Now you want to keep an open mind. You want to send out applications with confidence. And then a few weeks later you get an unexpected call from that opportunity that you had applied for months ago or weeks ago or a few days ago, whatever the case may be. This law of attraction in action is your clear intention and positive energy attracted that job opportunity into your life. Same way for business. Say that you're focusing on starting a business and you visualize success. Same thing. If you go out there and you get your business plan together, you set up your business entity properly, you go out here and you talk to different people, you market your business, you're putting everything into action. You're putting all your goals in place. When you do that, this law of attraction in action, your clear intention and your positive energy attracted that successful business that you want to start into your life. So when you send out that positive thought, whether it's a job or a business, positive energy comes back to you. I'm going to say that again. When you send out positive thoughts, positive energy comes back to you. But it's important to really feel it. Now, this is where a lot of people can miss it. You have to feel it, not just think it. The universe, you know how you feel about something. You know how you feel if you know that you have a certain amount of money in the bank. Let's say $100,000 in your savings account. You know that money's there, right? Well, the same way of getting this job or this starting a business. You have to know that you know, and you have to feel that before you even get the job or you start the business. That feeling is so important. And I've heard it this way: feelings is the shareholder of your universe. Think about it like that. The feelings is the shareholder of your universe. So I don't want you just to think it, You have to really feel that you already have it. And I know that you've heard that. You'll keep hearing that because that is so true. And it's in place with this law of attraction. You have to feel it. The universe responds to your emotional frequency. The universe responds to your emotional frequency. Very, very, very important to take note of. Now, the next law I want to discuss, this brings us to the law of inspired action. This one is so crucial. It's not enough to just think about what you want. Actions is necessary. But here's the twist. It's about taking inspired action, not just any action. You know when you get a it's like when you know you get a gut feeling or inspiration to do something, that's the universe giving you the little nudge in the right direction. You've been visualizing starting a business, but nothing happens until you take inspired action. One day, while running errands, you bump into someone or you get a message from someone on your social media who owns a similar business. You strike up a conversation and they offer to mentor you. This chance encounter was the universe getting you to take action toward your goal. Be intentional, be mindful, be aware of those little nudges towards anything. It could be starting a business, it could be about a job, whatever the case may be. That inspired action is so important. Let's say you want to write a book. The law of attraction might bring you the ideas for the opportunity to write, but the law of inspired action is about actually sitting down, picking up the pen, opening up your laptop, and putting it into work. So when you feel that inspiration, please don't hesitate. Take action. A lot of us will get caught up not listening to our inner voice. We don't listen to those little gut feelings that nudge us into the right direction. We just like, oh, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. But I want you to listen to your inner voice. Like I said, that's where it starts. It's so very important to start listening to yourself. When you feel that inspiration, like I said, don't hesitate. You definitely want to take action. And that is the law of inspired action. Now we're diving into the law of transmutation of energy. This law says that energy is always changing form. Nothing ever stays the same. So if you're stuck in a negative situation, guys, remember that it can always change. I don't care what kind of problem you're having. There is always going to be a solution to that problem. I don't care. Whatever it is, there is a solution. You have the power to elevate your energy by raising your vibration. When you focus on positive energy and shift your mindset, you can transform your environment, your relationships, and your overall experience. Think about a toxic relationship. The energy in that relationship is draining and negative. But as soon as you begin to set boundaries, you practice self-love and raise your own energy. You start to feel lighter and that relationship begins to change. You may even find it naturally fades away as the energy around you shifts. Think of energy like water. I'm like Bruce Lee. Think about it like water. It can flow, it changes direction, or even turns into steam or ice. The key is that it's always moving, and you can influence it. Think of energy like water. It can flow, it changes direction or even turns into steam or ice. And the key, write this down, is that it's always moving and you can influence it. Very, very, very important for um, the energy, your vibration. Keep that in mind. So you can change whatever problems that you're having. Change your energy, change that vibration. It's like water. You'll be able to change your life. You'll be able to change, if you're having health problems, you'll be able to change that. Okay, so that's very important. The law of cause and effect, or karma is what they call it. It's probably one of the most well-known spiritual laws. I'm pretty sure that you've heard that one, the law of karma. It's simple. It simply states that every action has consequences. Whatever you put out into the world, whether it's a good or bad, it'll come back to you. If you're kind, if you're loving, you're giving, expect to receive the same in return. But if you act with negativity or harm, that energy will come back in a similar way. I like to give examples. Let's say you're kind to a stranger by holding the door open for them. Later in that day, you receive an unexpected gift or a gesture of kindness from a friend or a coworker. This this law of cause and effect at work, your positive actions lead to positive outcomes, reinforcing that what you put out in the world will come back to you. So this law teaches us that we have to be responsible for our actions. And everything we do has an impact, whether it's on others or ourselves. So the law of responsibility, the law of karma is true. That's a law. So it's whatever you put out there, it will come back. It definitely will come back. And I'm pretty sure that you've had situations that you've seen that was true. Following that, we have the law of compensation. This law says that the universe compensates us for what we do. If you're putting in hard work and positive energy, you'll be compensated in some kind of way, whether that's through material rewards, love, opportunities, or fulfillment. The key here is that the universe always finds a way to balance things out. Let's say you've been working hard at a job and you're putting in extra hours and you're staying late to complete the projects. While you might not immediately see the rewards, your boss may notice it. Your effort, you eventually offer you a promotion or a raise. The universe compensates you for your hard work in a way that may not always be immediate. That's another thing to remember. You may not get things immediate, but it's very important to know that you will be compensated for your hard work in a way that may not always be immediate. But they are sure to come. You might not see the immediate rewards, but I want you to trust that your efforts are being acknowledged and will come back to you. So keep that in mind. That's very important. What you do good like that, or even if it's bad, it's definitely going to come back to you. So that is the law of compensation. Next is the law of relativity, which teaches us that everything is relative. This law helps us understand that situations are not inherently good or bad. They are simple and a reflection of how we compare them to other experiences. The challenge, though, we face, y'all, today may feel huge in your life, but when you look at them in comparison to past struggles, guess what? We often realize how much we've grown. Think about two people facing a challenge. In a financial hardship, one person views it as a massive burden and becomes so overwhelmed, while the other person sees it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. The person who reframes their situation is able to navigate it with less stress and more creativity. The difference is perspective. What seems like a hardship to one person might seem like an opportunity to another based on their previous experience. So I want you to know that life is about perspective, and this law invites us to shift. We have to shift our mindset so we don't get overwhelmed by challenges. Very important. Okay, after going through a difficult breakup, I'm gonna use this example. You might feel devastated, you can feel hopeless, but over time, you know that pain is gonna lessen and you start to appreciate the growth that came from the experience. You might be able to get out there and help somebody else to overcome and get over that pain. But you will get over it. The pain of a breakup allowed you to understand the value of self love and inner strength, showing that without sadness, you wouldn't recognize the joy, y'all, if you didn't have that peace to come after the healing. So, this law teaches us that challenges are part of the process, but you can overcome them and you can embrace both sides of the spectrum will help you grow. So you can take notes, write these things down. They're so important. I'm not going to be much longer. I got a few more that I want to discuss. The law of rhythm. The law of rhythm is like life is a rhythm, just like music. And I'm going to use this example. Sometimes things flow smoothly, and other times they feel a bit offbeat, right? But just like with a song, their ups, their downs, they'll have their purpose. Have you ever noticed after a tough period in your life and things eventually start to get better? That's the law of action. When things feel off, trust that that rhythm will eventually shift and balance will return. Keep going and ride that wave because that rhythm, just like a song, is going to change. It will have to change. That's the law of rhythm. The very last step that I want to discuss is I want to give you a action step, and it's very practical, something that you can do. And I want to incorporate the law of vibration, which is very important because a lot of people are struggling with stress and all these health problems, and they don't know how to change. And this law of vibration can change um, everything for you in your life. So, what I want you to do, I want you to start in the mornings. Every morning, I want you to get up, and this is so important. I want you to start your day by writing down 3 things you are grateful for. I don't want you to overlook this step because this is very important for the law of vibration. You can say something like, I'm grateful for my family, my health, the sunshine today, whatever it is that you're grateful for that day, write it down. 3 things that you are grateful for. Daily visualizing this, spend about 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes is not very long at all, and this can change your life tremendously. I want you to visualize your idea for that day or your goal you're working toward, and I want you to feel the emotion with it. The emotions, like I said, are the shareholder of your universe. Very important. And as you feel the emotion, you've already feel like you've already achieved it. Think about whatever that goal is. Don't put any limits out there. I don't care what it is. Whatever goal, health goal you have for yourself, whatever family goal, whatever business goals, whatever it is, I want you to feel like you've already achieved it. And that's so important. I know you've heard this 50,000 times, but it is true. The laws of the universe are set up to help us. We're all together. The atoms, in space, star, everything. We're connected as energy. When you feel that you've already achieved something, when you feel that you already have something that you want, you can get that. But you have to visualize it. You have to stay stuck on visualizing it. And that's just for 3 to 5 minutes a day. So, and I want you to picture yourself really receiving whatever it is that you want. And I want you to enjoy, and if it's a promotion or if it's enjoying a dream vacation, picture yourself receiving that. Picture yourself really being there on that vacation. So important. So that's the last step that I'm going to give you today. I want to thank y'all so much for listening. I know that you're watching, but you're listening. I know that I haven't been visible on the videos yet, but just stick with me. God is having me do some new things with my voice, just with speaking. I do a lot of podcasts and things. I've helped thousands of people in their personal growth. So, but I do want to thank you so much. I hope these spiritual laws help you tap into your own power and align with your universe. Your universe now, you'll hear me teach this a lot. Universe is not spelled with a Universe. It's spelled with Youun Niverse. Universe. That means you are the universe. Nothing outside, no outside system. Remember that. So, so just remember, everything you need is already within you. Stop looking, like I said, as the universe is something outside of yourself. It's all part of you. The energy you put out comes back to you. So I want you to keep shining your light. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Please leave a comment with your thoughts or if you have any questions. I'd love to hear how these laws impacted you. Stay aligned, keep growing, and remember, you are the universe.